Hello everyone, this is NorthWind here, and welcome back to NorthWind Conquers Minecraft. In the last episode, we explored the nether fortress that's a little bit further away from the one that's directly next to the portal. In this episode, I'm hoping to actually get that first fortress quartered off a little bit so that we can turn it into a nether hub station here. In between episodes, I did go ahead and relocate the portal here. It is no longer next to that gigantic lake of lava. It is up closer to the ceiling here. We are at 78, so we're still a good 30 some odd blocks away from the bedrock ceiling in the nether. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start heading this direction and hopefully not run into any major issues like that. This is interesting. It looks like I've got some type of cavern here. Caverns are fine. I have no problem with caverns as long as they're not filled with ghasts or blazes or whatever. So what I'm going to try to do, and this is going to be probably a little choppy in terms of what the episode is looking like, I'm going to start getting that direction. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get from... Oh, come on now. I'm going to head over to the nether fortress now. And we're going to find out where the coordinates are that we need to be, where we want to have the two together. And then work on getting up to the ceiling. Oh, I feel like it's just so laggy right now, and I don't know why. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and take a quick cut, find out what coordinates of the nether fortress we are aiming for, and then see if I can get this whatever it is tunnel that we're working on connected to that. And then maybe at some point we'll come in and we'll redo this tunnel so that it looks nice. At least something that kind of goes with the aesthetic that we're going for. Again, I'm only going to be using building materials that are found in the biomes that I'm working in. That is the rule that I set for myself, and I'm still going to stick to it. That means that if we do fix up this tunnel here, it will be made out of nether brick, quartz, lava, glass. I think I'm going to make an exception for glass, just because that's just the way it is. I'm going to make one small exception to the to what I can use inside the nether, and that is cobblestone. Cobblestone I'm going to say that I can use here, and for one reason only, that is ghasts will be constantly shooting at me, and I would like to have the ability to not worry about having everything that I've blown up get knocked down. So like, for example, this right here should be relatively safe. However, if something shoots me from the bottom, this entire tunnel is going to be destroyed. However, if I wrap the tunnel in cobblestone, it'll be fine. So that's my reasoning behind that. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the tunnel. It's going to be, or the fortress, excuse me. It's going to be quite a bit of digging, so I will do that, and I'll be right back with you when I'm a little bit closer. Alright, and this should be right about, of course, this should be the last of what I'm looking to do with the basic outline. Of course, I'm nearly out of picks. I don't want to lose my diamond pick, but it is damn close to being wiped out. Alright, so let me show you what I've done, and this took quite a while to do, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. What I'll probably do is I'll probably find a way to get a little bit more obsidian, and then I'll break this and actually make it 3 wide, because I hate the fact that this is even, but in order to get a really good rail tunnel, you make it odd. So I'm going to make that odd, which is the way it is on the other side as well. So it matches. So this is going to be the primary portal to get in. It leads directly to the nether portal room that we have in the base. And then we're going to have probably a little rail station right here. Nothing really major, just a on-off kind of a area. We'll get in here. We'll head over this direction. And I'll take the opportunity to do some design work over here. I have not had a chance to play a whole lot with the quartz blocks, but I like the pillars, and I like the kind of like carved ones. The plain white quartz blocks do very little for me. I would rather use wool for something like that if it came to it. But the pillars are amazing, and I use those a lot. And even the carved blocks are pretty cool looking. Ugh, that's going to drive me crazy. Okay, so we're going to have a nice little tunnel kind of working my way through here. I'm going to try to get away from the stairs in the corners that I've been doing over in the regular world and in the multiplayer game that we're playing. So we'll come over this way, and then it's going to take a quick left. Nothing really major. That's not too far. And then once we hit this spot right here, it immediately goes out into the open, which I'm going to use this opportunity to just cover the place in glass so that you get a really awesome view of the nether as you're going through on the train. And maybe at this point I'll try to cover up the fact that this is netherrack here. Maybe this is where we go through kind of like a lava tunnel. Who knows? Lava tunnel sounds something like something I'd want to do. Once you get here, you take another. Oh, I thought that clump of glowstone there was aghast for a second. I don't have a bow on me, so once we do that, it heads straight down here. Boom, 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 boom. What I'm going to do here, this is going to be a little bit different. I am going to get the sides. Let's jump up here. I can't really hurt. It's not really damage. What I'm going to probably do is here, I'm probably going to take this netherrack and gather a bunch of it and turn it into netherrack fences, and then just have fences going all the way up, only on like here. Like I said, this part right here, I'm not going to fill it up, but I will just do something to kind of make it look cool in the meantime. And then on the top, I'm going to continue with glass all the way from the top there, just boom, 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 all the way over here, and then even it out here so that it lines up nicely with this entrance right here. And then this is where the actual rail system is going to end. Now this is going to take quite a bit of, well, probably not so much iron. I do have maybe 4 stacks of iron at home, and it takes, see, 6 to get 16. So that would be, I'd say, probably a good idea to actually just take a stack of iron and turn it into rails. And that would probably get us a good distance, since majority of it is flat. Here, this is going to eat up a lot of gold, because I'm going to need probably, I think it's 28. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Close to it. So once you get up to the top here, it's pretty much smooth sailing. We'll just put booster rails every so often, every 10 blocks or so. So I'd say if we can get 36, now let's say 48. If we can get 48 booster rails, we'll be in good shape as far as getting this going. Getting them powered is going to be a serious pain in the butt. I mean, serious pain, because there's nothing on the bottom of these. So if I'm going to get this actually going, I'm going to have to pillar all the way up, or at least get underneath it somehow so that I can put those redstone torches to power the booster rails. Once we get into this little tunnel here, it's not a big deal. I mean, we'll just dig down to put a torch in there and then put the netherrack back and then put the rail on top of it and it'll power them. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've got here. Now this right here is going to take quite a while, and that's going to be an episode on its own. So what I want to do now, before I let you go, is jump into the nether fortress here. Let's get going, and then we'll have to eat because I'm going to get to the point where I'm starving. It took me quite a while to actually get to this point to find out exactly where we were. Got so lost. But I mean, what's new there? I'm constantly getting lost. This series should be called NorthWind Gets Lost. So yeah, we've got this right here. This is going to be the nice nether station. This right here leads straight out to what used to be the path to get to where we did our portal. So we would go out there, and that's where the cobblestone path along the edge there led around the lava lake. This right here, if we followed this here, just leads to another tunnel. One of these leads up, I want to say, to another crossroads, not this one. But as you can see, a lot of this stuff is basically going to be, I mean, I can't set a spawn here. I can't sleep here. If I put the bed down, it's going to blow up. But I got lots of space here, you know? So this should be, yeah. So I'm going to end up turning this into some kind of a blaze spawner, blaze grinder at some point. Once I get that, if I can get that going really, really well, to the point where it just fills up with blaze rods, that will probably take the place of coal as far as smelting for us, because those things last a while, if I remember right. Not quite like doing buckets of lava, but pretty close. So if we can do that, that's just non-stop lava. I mean, non-stop power. I am a bit worried about wither skeletons, because if I remember correctly, they can spawn anywhere here, and I don't know if they're bound by light levels. I don't think anything in the nether is bound by light levels. Hard to say. So yeah, one of these rooms, and I think it's going to be a central room here. This is what I think we're going to end up doing. We're going to have a central room right here. I'm going to push these to the side, kind of make our usual hexagon pattern. And then this is going to be our brewing station room. This is going to be the room that everything else revolves around. And unlike what happened in the winter biome, we are going to do this first. We are going to just knock it out, get it done. And it's probably going to be fairly large. So it'll probably head to about here. And then we're going to have this right here, which is going to end up being kind of a mini storage area. Nothing like the storage silo that we have in the winter biome, but I don't want to have to go back there every single time we need something. So I'll probably corner these off here. This will end up staying a tunnel. Once we're in the tunnel here, this will lead to what will eventually be a blaze grinder. And then I think we're going to just fix these stairs here so that we can get up here. And then this is going to be where we set up a nice little hub. It is fairly tall. It says 59. It's not quite as high as the one that we have over at as the portal, but we want to get relatively high. So what I think we're going to do is we're just going to make this as high as we can, and then use this as the spring point to get everywhere that we want to go as far as exploration goes. So the next step after we get this all sorted out is to conquer that ice spike biome that we found about 2,000 blocks. Was it 2,000? 2,400? I don't remember exactly. I'd have to look it up. I've got it written down here somewhere. That is going to end up being where we're going to conquer after that. And that's going to actually be the place that we have our enchanting station. That's what that particular base is going to be built around. This particular base, like I said, brewing station, get the travel hub up there, get the blaze grinder up and running. And once we do that, that is literally all that I plan to do here. We will come back at some point and probably do a bit of exploration. I did notice yet another nether fortress relatively close, a couple hundred blocks. I want to say that direction. It wasn't big. I think it looked like a couple of pillars and some big blocky rooms. But, you know, it's all worth looking into. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this all carved out before the next episode so that we can start working on getting this built up and functional as far as brewing goes. And once we do that, we will get the transportation hub, then we'll get the blaze grinder, and then we will move on. So that is going to be the end for this episode. I know it was kind of a grindy episode with me getting this good, you know, set up and some updates. But you know what? You need to get updates together, and you need to get everything. You need to get everything planned out. If you don't have everything planned out, you're just going to be running around willy-nilly. So that is our plan. And with that said, I will see you in the next episode. Bye now.